Hi, welcome to Yoga with Tracy. I'm Tracy. Today we have a full body yin yoga practice to release tension and muscle stiffness. No props are necessary, but you may like to grab a folded towel or blanket and a couple of blocks or cushions so you have the option to soften any of the postures throughout the practice. And when you're ready, meet me on the mat. Hi, I'm Tracy. Start today in a seated cross-legged position, sitting up nice and tall so we can lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down, palms resting softly on the knees. Closing the eyes, soften the face and relax the shoulders. If you're experiencing any discomfort in the hips, knees or back, you can prop yourself up onto a folded blanket. Bringing your focus to the breath. On the inhale, feel your chest expand. And on the exhale, feel your navel draw in towards the spine. Just enjoy the inhales and exhales as we allow bodies and minds to begin to relax. Moving into a forward flexion from the neck, slowly lower your chin to your chest and relax your shoulders down. Avoid rounding your shoulders forward as the back of the neck gets a gentle release. Remaining here for 4 deep, smooth, steady breaths in and out through the nose. We can all carry a lot of stress in the neck. Releasing neck tension can help bring your body back into balance. Interlacing the fingers behind your head so we can deepen the forward flexion. Don't pull, just let your arms hang heavy. The weight from the arms and hands will bring you deeper into the forward flexion. Gently let your head roll from side to side, exploring the tension that we hold in this area, keeping your facial muscles completely relaxed. Bringing your head back to centre, allowing your hands back down to your knees. Lifting the head up and softly opening the eyes. Turning to face the short edge of the mat, we're going to come to lie down on our bellies. Legs slightly apart. Lifting your torso so we can thread the left arm underneath the right, at shoulder height, about 90-degree angle away from the torso, and reaching the right arm in the opposite direction, again about 90 degrees angle. Walk the hands as far out on both sides, then relax and allow your head to hang forward and your body weight to sink into the floor. If you're finding it uncomfortable for the head, you can relax your head on a block or another prop. This is a passive way to stretch out tight shoulders. The upper back muscles also get a stretch, whilst the upper chest is compressed, so a great pose to open the back of the lungs. Bring your attention to your breath. Long, slow inhalations and long, slow exhalations. Those new to yin, this type of yoga works deeply into our body with passive, longer held poses. And today we'll be holding each posture for around 2.5 minutes. As always, work within your range of limits and abilities. You're looking to find your edge, stretch your maximum without overstretching. After explaining the poses, I will remain quiet so you can make this an introspective class, allowing you to drop inwards. While you're in each pose, work to find stillness. Relax into the position and let gravity do the work. Releasing your arms, we're going to repeat on the other side. This time thread your right arm underneath the left and then reach your left arm in the opposite direction. Find your edge and let your body slowly open up. Bring your focus back to your smooth, steady breath in and out through your nose. The slow, deep, even breath will create a relaxed nervous system, helping to calm the mind and in turn helping the breath to become slower and more even. Releasing the arms, placing the hands on top of each other and resting your forehead on them. Remaining here for a few more moments. Moving into a posture called Sphinx, coming up onto your forearms. Move the elbows just ahead of your shoulders, propping yourself up. If this sensation is too strong, you can move your elbows forwards. This will lower your chest closer to the floor. And if you have any lower back problems, this may not be suitable, so try with your hands holding the elbows and resting your head on a prop. Once you've come to appropriate depth, remain still to really get into those deeper connective tissues. You'll feel sensations along the spine and lower back as we stimulate the urinary bladder and kidney meridians and a compression of the kidneys. Lowering your chest to the floor, bring your hands under your shoulders as you push yourself up into tabletop position with the knees and feet together, and then bring your seat back to your heels and slowly folding forwards, bring your chest to your thighs and your forehead to the mat and your arms by your sides. Remaining in the counter pose called child's pose for about 30 seconds as we allow our body to relax and getting a gentle stretch along the spine, thighs, hips and ankles. Use your hands to push the floor away from you, sitting on your heels for a moment, taking your seat to one side and turning to face the long edge of your mat, with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Bringing your left foot to the outside edge of your right hip and then sliding underneath your right knee and bringing your right foot to the outside of your left hip, stacking the knees on top of each other. Keeping your sitting bones glued to the mat, bending over to your right and pushing your hand into the floor as you take your left hand behind your lower back. If you're experiencing any pain, you can come out of shoelace and just sit cross-legged. And if your hips are tight, you can sit on a blanket or cushion and this will reduce the hip flexion. And if your knees are complaining, you can place the props under your knees. You may notice your mind starts to wander. Gently redirect your attention right back to the breathing. Slow, deep, even breaths. Come back to centre, leaning back to release the hips, slowly straighten the legs. Repeating on the other side, bending the knees, feet flat on the floor. Bringing your right foot to the outside edge of your left hip and sliding it underneath your left knee, and then bringing your left foot to the outside edge of your right hip and stacking the knees on top of each other. And bending over to your left side and placing your right hand on your lower back. In shoelace, we get the opportunity to increase the hip mobility, and you'll feel sensations through the inner knees, thighs and groin. It may also stimulate the liver and kidney meridians. Bring your torso back to centre, lean back to release the hips, and slowly straightening the legs. I'm going to counterpose with seated windshield wipers. Bending your knees so your feet are flat on the floor, feet together. On your next exhalation, drop your knees to the left, inhaling back to centre, and then exhaling to the right. Repeating 3 more times on each side. Staying seated, spread the legs apart until they go no further. In this straddle posture, if your hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. And you could also place blocks or cushions under your thighs. Begin to fold forwards, resting your weight into your hands or your forearms. In yin, we are trying to find our edge. After a while, your body will open more and you may be able to move the body further into the pose. Just try to relax, no pushing or pulling. And if you experience any pain, you've pushed too far, back out of the posture as the sensation ceases. Use your hands to push the floor away from you. And coming into a seated cross-legged position, counterposing with a gentle twist. Bringing your right hand to your left knee and placing your left fingertips on the floor behind you and twisting your torso over to the left. Leveling through the spine as you inhale and exhale. Coming back to centre and repeating on the other side. Releasing and coming back to centre. Turn his face to the short edge of your mat, coming onto your hands and knees. I'm going to move into a toe squat. Tucking your toes under and bring your seat back onto your heels with the feet together. Reach down and tuck the little toes under. Lengthen through the spine with your palms resting on your thighs. If the pose gets too challenging, you can lean forward on your hands, relieving the pressure, and when you feel you're ready to handle this again, sit back on your heels. To add an upper body stretch, bring both hands behind the back and join the palms together with the fingers facing upwards. And slide the hands up as high up the spine as you feel comfortable, keeping the palms touching. Sit up nice and tall, draw your shoulder blades in towards each other, chin parallel to the floor. This provides a lovely deep stretch for the chest, shoulders, wrists and forearms. But for a softer option, you can try grabbing your elbows with opposite hands or making fists and pressing them towards each other. Postures for the extremities are not held for as long, so for today we'll be holding this for 1.5 minutes. Remember to focus on the breath. It gives you something to focus on in the more difficult and uncomfortable postures, such as this one. Releasing the hands. Coming onto your hands and knees, uncurling the toes so the top of the feet are flat on the floor. Separating the knees and bringing the big toes together, drop your hips towards the heels as you start to walk the hands forward and melting your heart down, bringing your forehead to the mat. Coming into half frog, move the hips forward in line with your hips until they're in line with your knees. Or for the full frog option, separate the feet wide, shins parallel to the edge of the mat. Feet pointing outwards. You can remain on your forearms or bring your chest flat on the mat, arms extended. If you're experiencing any discomfort in the knees, you can grab hold of a folded blanket for extra padding. And to reduce the amount of back bend, you can rest your chest on a cushion or pillow. Remember to listen to your body. If you feel any pain or pinching, back out of the posture. After a while, your body may be able to open up further into the posture and then come back into stillness. In frog, you may find a sensation along the front of the belly, which may stimulate the spleen and stomach meridians, and also a sensation through the inner groin, which will stimulate the liver and kidney meridians. Slowly sliding onto your belly and resting your forehead on your hands. Rolling over onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. This is a gorgeous release for the sacrum and lumbar. Enjoy the long, slow inhalations and the long, slow exhalations as we relax here for a few more moments. Moving into a reclined twist, keeping the head and shoulders glued to the mat. Lengthen your left leg along the mat. Holding the outside of your right knee with your left hand, slowly draw it across the body. Opening the right arm to your right side in line with your shoulder, or reaching the arm up for a deeper stretch. And then look over your right shoulder. Twisting at the end of a class is a super way to restore equilibrium in the nervous system and release tension in the spine. Make sure you keep both shoulders glued to the mat. Drawing your right knee back up to centre, coming back onto your back. And repeating on the other side, stretching the right leg along the mat and drawing your left knee in. And placing your right hand on the outside of your left knee as you draw it over. Releasing out of the posture, slowly roll onto your back and hugging both knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Really enjoy that release to the sacrum and lumbar. Coming back to stillness and finishing today's practice in Shavasana, lying in a supine position. I want to give the body the chance to integrate the work that we've done. Bring your feet about hip width apart and letting your feet fall open on either side. Heels should be directed towards each other, while the toes of one foot should be directed away from the toes on the other. Bring your arms alongside your body but slightly away from your torso. Turn your palms to face upwards and letting the fingers softly curl in. Tucking your shoulder blades into your back for support and making any final adjustments so you're completely comfortable. Closing your eyes and relax your whole body, including your face. And let your breath occur naturally as you let your body feel heavy, completely resting into the weight of gravity. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Rotate the wrists and ankles one way and then reverse. Stretching your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. Bringing your arms back to your sides and bending your knees and rolling over onto one side. Pushing yourself up into a comfortable seat of your choice. Resting your hands on your knees. Rolling your shoulders up, back and down 3 times. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Thumbs up to your third eye. And bowing forwards, whisper Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. It's all free and a great way to help support free yoga on the internet.